Hey, what's up guys, it's Alex, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be starting on a new series of a project. Picked up myself a Chaser JZX 100. It's, as you can see, in a taking apart state. I have all the parts for it. I mean, almost all of it, like 90% of the parts I have. I just need to add a few little things like exhaust, drive shaft, and intercooler setup. But for the most part, I have everything to like put the car together and get it done. Let me just kind of do a quick walk around and show you what I have. Here we go, my new 96 JZX Chaser, JZX 100 Chaser. So that's how it looks. The guy here before had like a V-mount set up, so need to add little things here and there, but which is not big deal. Here's one of my friends, Kyler, dropped off some of the subframe reinforcement. That's gonna get done once subframe gets dropped. I get all the new control arms in and all the stuff. Here's the heart of a beast. Here we go. We have JZX 100 1JV VTI. Since it's out of the car, we just decided let's get all the little things fixed up because it was leaking from here, from the oil pump bolt, and it just needs a new gasket right there, new O-ring. Plus we figured some of the things were kind of loose on the engine, so we decided let's just go over everything and just kind of you know, make sure everything is great. But yeah, we already replaced the seal there. Kyler is gonna once we get some go get some RTV, I have the seals for the camshafts right there, and we already have a new gaskets for the valve covers, so that's great. Water pump looked like it was in a great shape, was replaced already, so I'm not touching that. And then tensioner and the pulley were brand new, but the belt wasn't, so a little weird. Definitely gonna throw a new belt on it. And other than that, that's about it for the engine. Here we have, I believe this is an MK3 Supra R154 transmission, because it's a little shorter than JZX 100, so it was extended here, and the housing of the shifter is extended as well, so it kind of goes on it. But it should line up just fine. If no, I can always modify it, no big deal here. But according to the guy that I got the car from, it has a drift motion reinforced, like an upgraded internals from Brian Crawler, I believe. So should hold a little more than stock, but it's whatever. It's R154, so it might start, you know, popping gears out and shit. So here about the car. I actually have got the extra hood with it. Oh, and by the way, the thing is just kind of been sitting collecting dust. I'll get to it once this is running. So, but more updates coming on that. There you go. I have some extra fenders for it. Here you go. I have all the parts for the car. That's kind of like a real man Lego right here. So, but it's okay. It's similar to like what my IS 300 used to be. So nothing crazy here. Interior in a super great condition. It's S1 spec, so really nice pattern. I love this style more than S2, which is great. It's actually keyless taillights, but I have extra set of tails like that, which is great. Other than that, it's yeah. And on today's, what I'm doing today is changing the tunnel. It's a factory Tower V, but main issue, it's used to be automatic from factory. So this is a original transmission mount tunnel, and you see how low it is, where the manual one has a hump for the shifter. So we ditched that. Basically what I did, I just put this guy on the top of the hump, like on the top of the original shifter, and marked where it needs to go. But good thing is that it has a gap right there, about like half an inch, which makes it good because I can just cut right on the line. And once I get everything kind of a little better shaped up, I clean up the sound deadening here and clean up sound deadening on the other side. This thing should just drop down where it needs to sit from a factory, and that's pretty much gonna be in a like original location of everything. Maybe like just barely, maybe like this much off or something like that, or maybe even like in the perfect position. Here's a part number for this transmission tunnel assembly. I don't think they sell it anymore, but if you're able to find and you have automatic and you're converting it to manual, that's what you need. Because otherwise your shifter is going to be hitting, like the shifter housing, it's going to be hitting the top of your tunnel, which is no good. And actually, on the other note, dash was annoying to remove, like really annoying. So many wires, like basically you gotta unplug everything right there, then you gotta unplug everything right there, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Kind of bummer, but like whatever. Took everything off super carefully, nothing broke. That's the main thing, because this car is hard to get parts for, or if you do, it's expensive. So that's an idea, and I think I figured I kind of didn't want to film this stuff, but like I was like, might as well just start the series with something, you know, something that's kind of crucial for the manual swap and stuff. But luckily the pedal is already in there. It's all OEM with a master cylinder, and yeah, that's an idea. I'm just gonna start cleaning off the sound deadening on the side right there, and just gonna clean up the metal and slowly start welding it. Other thing that I have, my neighbors have really good sound deadening, like new rolls of it. So I'm just gonna, once I get everything welded, I'm gonna put new fresh layer of sound deadening on the tunnel. So that's gonna really decrease the noise from the transmission itself, even though R154s is much quieter compared to like my CD09s I used to have in my previous cars. So that's a good thing. And once this is welded, everything gets back together. And only thing I would be missing is a little piece of interior, like a center console, that I just need to order like a manual version of it. But other than that, everything should just fit straight in and no issues. And by the way, let's appreciate how clean the interior on this thing, and all the carbon, yeah, looks so good. I'm pretty excited for it. Gotta put some work in, car needs some love, but I'm pretty sure in the end it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna fall in love and enjoy driving it. Just like this, it's not even welded, but everything fits real flush everywhere, and it's, as you can see, just needs to be pushed in, and then I can start tacking it. Like, just gonna clean up the surface and gonna start tacking everything. But in my opinion, that actually looks really good and fits where it needs to go, because everything lined up in the lines, and I cut slightly shorter. And actually right here everything looks amazing too. I'm pretty happy with it. It definitely has a little bit of a gaps right there, but that's all gonna get filled up, and once everything is put together, it'll be golden. Part is done. Instead of just welding it shut, there is no real reason to do that. It's just tucked in, because mainly it's gonna be just a cover for the boot in here. So like right here's the rubber piece and all those four holes. Other than that, I'm gonna start using like window silicone right here and all those seams, and gonna seam it real nice, so it's actually weatherproof and we don't have any leakage from the under tray, like in transmission area. But yeah, pretty much everything is tucked in, and this guy is like real hard on, so there is no real reason to like completely weld it shut. Plus I had a bunch of flames flying around, that's why I was using my sprayer just to get everything inside here wet, and nothing really caught on fire, which is great, because I've had that happen, and it's stressful situation when it happens. So And the tunnel is already done. The silicone is completely dried out. And here I'm putting a new sound insulation on the tunnel since we removed the original one. And this is the sound insulation that was my neighbors had it at the shop. Pretty easy and self-explanatory stuff. I'm just gonna explain in a second how you install it. So basically you just cut a piece to the shape, and then let's see, we need to go down in here, right? So boom 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 like that. And then I'm just gonna trim the excess up top right here. Oh, why my camera is like that? Give me a sec. Much better. So I'm gonna just trim up the upper section right here, and let me get back to it. And here I'm gonna demonstrate how easy that is to install the new sound deck in your car, as long as you have a good stuff. This is like some expensive stuff. My friend was gonna do a business out of it, but something didn't work out, so he just dropped a bunch of it at our shop. And he said, just like whatever, use it if you want it. So that's what I'm doing. It's like similar to vinyl. You just stick it on, and then we use some heat. Warm it up everywhere, and then you have this little roller, and you can just roll it into the panel. There we go. And you actually start seeing how that thing like literally just rolls into the areas where you're applying it. So this stuff is like super self-explanatory. You just stick it on and just roll it in, and it actually mimics the shape of everything you put it on. As you can see right here, there's a little reach for the tunnel, and it just literally makes it look like just shapes it and repeats the shape of wherever you're putting it on. So, and then the access you can just cut off wherever it's a lot. You're just cutting it off, and that's easy to do. Boom, 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 right there, and you can see it just kind of shapes nice and easy. So that is just boom, 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 done. That's it. And that takes like what, 30 seconds to actually throw a piece, and you can just cut it in pieces wherever, you know, just like piece it, like patch it kind of thing. And here you just want to, you know, make sure everything is rolled on and seats flush and nice and flush. There we go. So I figured, since we took off the original sound insulation, might as well put a fresh piece on there and just make it as quiet as possible for the transmission. So here's my way of doing it. I'll show you guys, but I already threw most of the interior back in. That gave me perfect opportunity to vacuum the carpet. And actually here, how the tunnel looks with interior in, you cannot even tell, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to get done. And I can cross this thing out of the annoying list of things I need to do. So the rest should be pretty fine, right, Yoda? Yeah, he agrees. But yep, I think I'm gonna end video on this note. But like last few words, I think this build is gonna be pretty interesting since it's a newer chassis for me, and I'm learning as I go. And hopefully some of you guys might find it helpful if you're going through the same thing I'm going to. So trying to be as descriptive as possible, you know, just like kind of getting details about everything I do to the car, and hopefully find it helpful. That's the most important thing for me, that someone uses it, it helps someone. I don't care for the views, other shit. It's more of just like, I want to get it out there so someone gets help, you know, or someone can ask me questions and I can help out. That's my main goal for these videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever, and see you next time.